And welcome back once again to Ask Coach Wendy alongside Wendy Mader from T2 Coaching. I'm Dave Erickson, and we've all been there probably at one point or another. If not, we may get there overtraining for either a triathlon, a marathon, or maybe even swimming in the pool too much. Talk about some of the signs of overtraining and maybe what causes this fatigue of too much too soon.
Well, let's start with the signs of overtraining. Something that I've experienced after I completed my first Ironman in 1997, when there really wasn't that much information about overtraining or recovery. So, signs, illness and injury, especially an illness that's just not going away. Your immune system's down, you catch a sinus infection, you catch something that's just not going away because you're trying to train through it. Um, Injuries can be a full-blown like knee injury, ankle injury, tendonitis, sprain or strain, or it can just be like nagging aches and pains that just aren't going away because you're not resting. Loss of appetite. And again, typically when you start training for something, your appetite increases, your appetite might be lost, you're sleepless. So even though you're exhausted, you're lying awake at night and not understanding why you can't sleep because you're exhausted. That's probably the biggest one. And then really loss of desire. You're starting to force yourself to say, I have to go for a swim bike run instead of saying I get to go, and you lose that excitement or desire to go do whatever it is you're doing. So those are really the biggest signs, as well as elevated heart rate over a period of time. Your resting heart rate is elevated over a period of time. On the heart rate note, your perceived effort on a training day is extremely high, but your heart rate is very low. That's a sign of overtraining. And then it could be the other extreme. Your perceived effort is very low, but your heart rate is extremely high. So there's a lot of things that you can look for to determine if you're overtraining. If you think you're overtraining, you probably are. So causes are, I've mentioned it, you're not resting enough. You jumped into a training program, maybe you're a beginner intermediate athlete and you're just not quite sure what to do. You found a program online, you don't know how to use it. So you're doing too much too soon, too much intensity too soon. You're following someone else's, you're following a friend. Your friend is telling you what to do, but it's way advanced more than your current level of fitness. I mean, even someone like myself, I've been doing the sport for 25 years, but my fitness level changes. So if my fitness level was fairly low when I started my season this year, if I tried to do a training plan that I did 5 years ago, that would have been way too much for me at the level I'm at now. And I probably would have definitely gotten injured. So those are the signs, those are the causes. Now, what do you do?
Well, I was thinking while you're talking about this, I know people who have piggybacked on someone else's training plan, but that training plan was designed for them, or they're following a certain plan based on their fitness level at their particular time in life. So a gentleman who I can think of right now who might be 8 years older than the woman he's with, he's trying to follow what she's doing, and he's wondering, why am I not getting results? Well, it's not meant for you.
Exactly. Exactly. Not all training plans are created equal. So it's important to find one that's appropriate for your time in life, where you are at in life, and appropriate for your fitness level. Because overtraining isn't just have to do with your specific training plan, your sport specific plan. It has to do with your stress level at work, your stress level in your family life, your stress level with your nutrition. Nutrition, could cause you, amongst everything else that life has, life is shooting at you, following a very unhealthy nutrition plan without the nutrients that your body needs to live, train, and recover could put you on that line of overtraining, could put you over the edge.
One thing that you and I have done and worked on together over a number of training programs is put together plans for beginners over many different distances. But what sets ours apart from others is that they're not just numbers on a spreadsheet or on a page. There is, I guess, an educational element to it, with video introductions preparing someone and giving them some wiggle room before their workouts, whether it's a triathlon or a marathon. Can you kind of expand on that so people know what I'm talking about?
Right. So I do a lot of, personalization, one-on-one coaching, but I've also developed some training plans for anyone to use. And the reason anyone can use it is because we educate you how to apply training duration and intensity based on your current fitness level. So you may be doing an hour bike ride in, let's say, zone 2 and doing it with your friend, but they're doing it their zone 2 as well. So it's appropriate for anyone as long as you follow your appropriate level of intensity based on your current level of fitness, which we help provide that education for you and testing for you amongst the training plan.
And depends on what distance you're looking at doing or what sport. We have links below to triathlon at the short distance, intermediate, and even the full distance of half Ironman or full Ironman, as well as marathon plans. All the links are below. And you can also find it on Wendy's site, t2coaching.com and endurancehour.com. So with that, Coach, thanks very much for this topic. If you have any questions for us, visit Wendy on her website. You can contact her directly. How would they do that exactly?
They can email me, and on my website, I have a contact me form as well as an athlete profile for people to fill out, as well as a health history. So just go to T2 Coaching, contact me, and you'll be able to get a hold of me.
Tons of free information and resources on T2 Coaching as well, not just paid programs, tons of free stuff. So check it out. Until next time, Wendy, thanks very much. We'll see you.
Thank you.